We are not done with our treasure chest quest. There is an ice rod here, a nice little upgrade for Rydia. Increase in attack and accuracy, and quadruple damage to certain enemies. But yet, still not taking any unnecessary encounters at the moment. Tending to only go after the ones that can, that will add bestiary entries. Simply because NP is massively limited in this game. So we need to be very careful with our resources. Anyway, we have 2 chests here. One has 580 gil. And the other contains a bomb fragment. Which, let's very quickly show that off, in fact. Bomb fragment, there we go. Has the same effect as fire. It's okay. We don't really use items. There are specific fights where we will. But yeah, anyway, we want to head up here. And there are 2 chests on this screen. First one is here. It contains a potion. To get the second chest, we need to go through this hidden hallway. But there are new enemies. Hooray! The zombie, 52 HP, weak to fire, holy. And because it's Final Fantasy, and the enemies are undead, healing. Let me show that off, assuming the fire spell doesn't kill. No, it doesn't. So, usually if I cure someone, they will gain HP. However, unfortunately, for these zombies, yeah, they will take damage. Unfortunately for us, Rydia's cure is terrible at the moment. The problem with Cecil in this fight is that Darkness, as we mentioned, does 1/4 damage to undead enemies, and Cecil's sword is also Dark Elemental and will do no damage. But I think we may have done enough to make that not matter. We'll see. Ah, just kidding. Okay, one more fire from Tellah should do it. A quick talk about multi-target abilities. Its effectiveness will be spread depending on the number of enemies that are left. So, for example, if there's 4 enemies left, it will be a quarter as effective. Anyway, Rydia learnt sleep. Let's check that out. Causes sleep. Simple as that. Unlike most Final Fantasies, you do not wake up from sleep when you are hit with a physical attack. So it's a bit more annoying in this game. We personally won't be using it much, but, you know, something to be aware of. Anyway, in this chest we get a feather cap, and we're going to make our way up here. Feather cap's quite good. It's an upgrade, but we want to save the feather cap for later on. Rydia is in no danger of getting knocked out at the moment. Okay. You might be wondering, well, why don't I want to equip the feather cap? And the simple answer is, it saves time. Rydia doesn't need it, and someone else will benefit from it much more later on. Just means less menuing. In this chest, we get an ether, and then in the chest above, we get an Antarctic wind, similar to the bomb fragment. The Antarctic wind casts blizzard. Simple as that. Okay, so on the right-hand side, we also have 2 chests. And a new enemy, the Red Moose. As well as being a delicious pudding, 35 HP and being weak to fire. Boom, nice and easy. No one's gained levels for a while, but that's okay. Anyway, we get an hourglass. Quick show off what that does. Also known as bronze hourglass in previous versions. Casts stop for a short time. Stop means that the enemies can take no action. Simple as that. Okay. In here we get a new weapon for Cecil, the Shadow Blade. Nice little upgrade there. Extra attack. Bit more accurate too. There is one enemy in here that's quite rare in other areas, but it's a bit more common here. Skip to me finding it. Well, this isn't it, but you know what? There's an alligator here. Alligators, 175 HP, weak to ice. So with Rydia, I would like her to take out the killer fish with the thunder, and hopefully Tellah should be strong enough to one-shot the alligator with blizzard Alligators have a nasty habit of attacking twice in one turn. There we go, really getting to level. She is gaining levels quite rapidly, which is why you don't really need to grind in this version of the game. 2 new enemies here. Again, not the enemy I was looking for. The Sahagin, 64 HP, no weaknesses. Tiny Mage, 69 HP, will counter physical attacks with Hold and magical attacks with Osmos. The great thing about Darkness is that you can't counter it. Good stuff. Okay, with Tellah, I will use... You know what? We're not going to do anything. We'll defend with the 2 mages. And eventually Cecil will get his turn. And we're going to auto-battle here. Because Darkness was the last one we used. Boom. Nice and easy. And Vidya learns Poison. Nice. Level 10 already. Very quickly. Poison causes poison. Damage over time. Cured with an antidote. Simple as that. Okay. One more. Finally. Definitely not the first try. The Toadger. What do you get if you crush Shrek with a frog? This guy. 59 HP. Weak to ice. Far more dangerous than the Gigantoads. Casts Toad a lot more often. Maybe we can get away with it. Yeah, actually counters with Toad. Really nasty. Really, really nasty. Luckily, we have Maiden's Kisses to counter that problem, but it doesn't make it any easier to deal with. It's fine. Everything's okay. Boom. First try. Sick. Get a bit of experience. And as you can see, Rydia is now a frog. Hooray! Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the Toad spell yet, but we do have that Maiden's Kiss that we picked up. Boom. Nice and easy. Okay. So it turns out this is just part 1 of 2. Make sure that you have all the chests in the underground waterway. There are 18 in total. You should now be at 25 chests at this point. And as for your bestiary entries, you should be at 22. Okay, with that done, we are going to make our way into the next area. Alright, we have made it to the second part. The good news is that we just have to go down this waterfall, pick up some more treasure chests, and then we'll be on our way. There's no new enemies, so we can actually just run away from everyone. It feels kind of good, not gonna lie. The great thing about this game is that the enemies are rather easy to run away from, so life is pretty good. We have 2 chests down here containing the Hades gloves and the Hades helm. A nice upgrade for Cecil. This is a rather nasty back attack. Remember, the alligators can attack twice, and with Rydia in the front row, we may be in a bit of trouble. Never mind. Okay, with that done, we're going to make our way to the next area, and you may be asking, well, why haven't I equipped Cecil's equipment yet? There's a very good reason for that. The reason being is that there's more in here. We've got the Hades armor and the Hermes shoes. The Hermes shoes is not actually an equipment in this game. It is an item you can use. Cast haste on a character means you can take more turns. Simple as that. For Cecil, I want to equip his brand new stuff. No, we don't have a better shield, but we do have the Hades gloves, the Hades helm, and the Hades armor. Okay. In terms of my items as well, let's sort them by items. I just want to heal Cecil here. There we go. And double check before you go any further in the Subterranean Lake that you have all 4 chests. It's quite a short area, don't worry too much about it. And we've got this tentacle-y thing. This is the monster that Tellah warned us about. What could possibly go wrong? Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! This is the Octomammoth, 2,350 health, weak to lightning, weak to dark as well. So what we can do is Tellah can use his thunder attack, Cecil can just attack, and Rydia can use thunder as well. However, I'm going to kill Rydia and Tellah off. The reason I'm doing this is that, honestly, Octomammoth is a bit of a joke, and I want to funnel as much of the experience as possible into Tellah. Into Cecil, sorry, not Tellah. It's as simple as that. It's going to make some fights later on a lot easier. And Rydia and Tellah don't really need the experience right now. So, just going to do this. As you can see, Octomammoth is only doing 2 damage to Cecil, so no threat here whatsoever. 1 more round should do it. Okay. And now I'm just going to be on auto battle. Remember that darkness is not dark elemental, darkness is non-elemental, so it's actually better for us to just attack with Cecil as normal. His Shadow Blade is infused with dark power, so this will be quite the cinch. The great thing about Octomammoth is that as it gets less and less health, it will lose tentacles. Nothing special other than the fact it loses tentacles. It doesn't gain any more attacks or anything like that. Less and less tentacles. And if Tellah was alive, he'd say something like, yes, we're nearly done. Except he's dead, so he can't say anything. Unlucky. Oh no, he does! He does say something while he's dead. I genuinely thought we just skipped that. Never mind. He's speaking from beyond the grave. Okay. This fight will be over. Enough joking about. And down goes Octodaddy. I mean, Octomammoth. Have you played that game, Octodad? Looks hilarious. And we get a level up for Cecil. He hits level 15. No stat increases other than his health. That's quite embarrassing. But Damcyan, whatever, we can now get there. Beyond the waterfall. And I'm sure we're not too late to save Anna from, you know, anything bad happening. See, there it is. Everything will be okay. Oh, what are these airships doing? Maybe someone's coming in from some... Never mind. They're bombing the castle. It's Hiroshima all over again. Anyway, we could go into Damcyan Castle, or we could get into a random encounter, and we got it on the first try as well. This is the Sandworm. In the 3D versions of this game, it's a menace. In the 2D versions, such as the Pixel Remaster, absolute joke. 75 HP, nothing to worry about. Life is good. Okay, let's go into the castle for real. But instead of going into the castle, let's go treasure hunting. Yay! Okay, there is a door here. You'll need to be very sneaky. Don't drift too far to the right, otherwise you will end up going back to the world map. We'll talk to this dead soldier. And in true Final Fantasy fashion, he's nearly dying, so he's gone blind. And he also dissolves into nothingness. If you examine... the wall? Although it's here. Duh. We'll pretend that I knew exactly what I was doing. We could grab some treasure chests. We're going to get the ruby ring, another feather cap, and a crossbow. A nice, long-ranged weapon that we're not really going to put on anyone just yet. There's more treasures down here. We're going to get some holy arrows, iron arrows, and the elixir. This is the aforementioned elixir. Do not, under any circumstances, use this elixir until I tell you. We also get a potion, an antidote which cures poison, eye drops cures blind, gold needle cures petrification, which we haven't got into yet because it's not been important. We also get a phoenix down and an ether. Okay. And we have 3 of the items and 9 of the chests. We've got 1 more chest to find, but in order to do that, we need to actually go into the castle. Whee! There we go. Okay, and on the second floor, there'll be lots of open chests and one unopened chest. In here, we get a tent. Some good old save point healing. Welcome to the third floor. Oh dear. She's just resting. Uh-oh. There's the wicked bard. I told you, bards are dangerous, man. Say the line. Say the line. Hey, he said the line. You spoony bard. Love that line. God bless Ted Woolsey. I'm so glad they kept that in, even though it's a clear mistranslation. It's such a good line. Anyway, Tellah is doing a really bad job at hitting the bard. 0 for 3. Now, in the other versions of the game, you would want to put Tellah in the front row here, so that he would hit, because he needs to hit 3 times. Not in this version. In this version of the game, we just need 3 turns to pass. And then, like father, like daughter, Anna talks to us from beyond the grave. And turns out Edward is more than just a bard. He's a prince. And, yeah. Should have consented to the union, Tellah. And then she tried to come home, and bad things happened. And we saw the Red Wings. We saw them bomb the castle about 10 seconds ago. Yeah, but who the hell is Golbez? How do you know his strength is beyond words? I guess all we saw was the airships coming over and bombing the place. We didn't see anyone go in, but maybe someone did go in and went out very quickly. Could not tell you why they attacked Damcyan, but they did. And it turns out they needed the crystal, and that's why they bombed the place. Okay. Okay. Once again, slaughtering in the name of crystals. And yeah, I'm sure if Rydia casts Cure, everything will be okay. Or we can chuck a Phoenix down at her. That also works. Guess not. Yeah, who is this Golbez? And it sounds like he came in while Cecil was out of town and became the new leader. And Edward is quite emotional. Understandably so, it has to be said. Okay. So, Tellah's gonna go alone. Then Tellah's gonna bitch slap the Dark Knight. Brave man. Brave man. But yeah. Tellah's equipment will come off automatically. Edward will continue to cry a lot, which is understandable. His lover did literally just die. I understand. Yeah, grown-ups don't cry, yeah? Definitely no dangerous messaging going on there. It's perfectly okay to cry. Perfectly okay to cry. Rydia, what do you know? You're literally 7. Sorry, she's 7 years old. And then, yep. Not crying is a sign of strength, clearly. And Edward is now into necrophilia, apparently. Really is a spoony bard. No. Tellah bitch slapped the Dark Knight, who bitch slapped the bard. Oh gosh. Wonder who the bard's gonna bitch slap next. Okay. And yeah, we need the prince's help. Where's the king? I'm pretty sure the king and queen are probably dead o'clock. And yeah, we need to get to the Antlion Cave so that we can get the Sand Ruby. Don't forget, in all this death and destruction, we're actually here to save our quote-unquote girlfriend. So yeah, surely the prince/bard person will help us. And in return, maybe we'll give him a Phoenix down. Yeah, she is our quote-unquote girlfriend, even though we won't admit it because Dark Knight equals no feelings. Hashtag no maidens. Okay. So we need to go to the Antlion, which I'm sure will lead to no problems whatsoever. So we're going to use this hovercraft and go east to the Antlion Den, and then back west and south to Kaipo to deliver it. So Edward joins our party. Good news. Bad news is he's crap. He's really, 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 really bad. Really bad. Really, really bad. We'll get into an encounter and I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'll show you exactly what I mean.